Welcome to Fit to Be Real.
And a little extra.
We are life hacking today.
Hacking up life.
Ooh. Yes. In so many ways. We have tips and DIY tips and tricks. And Carly has some real actual life hacks.
Because, I love the life hack.
She's really good at it. You've all learned she's really good at it.
I'm good at hacking up a good life.
Oh my gosh, let's get started. I'm Victoria.
Hey guys, I'm Carly.
Do you have a hack for that?
No, because the hack is I'm going to do me every day. That's the life hack.
That sounds like work.
Hey guys, I'm Carly.
I don't think there's a tip to get it. There's no loophole.
Hey guys, I'm Carmela Gutierrez Mayo Dykeman.
What is your confirmation name?
Angelica, because I'm an angel.
And she's just like the girl from Rugrats.
What's your confirmation name?
Adelina.
Why?
She's the patron saint of princesses.
Yeah, and mine's the patron saint of angels. Our mom nurtured us as a princess and an angel from birth. So we grew up thinking that we were.
But she didn't know who her children were. Because Carly's the princess.
And Victoria's the angel.
I'm an alien. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. So if you don't know what we're talking about, confirmation names is a Catholic school thing. And you pick a patron saint and you put the name into your Catholic name. It's a thing. So you get to basically pick your adventure of what saint you really like.
Anyway,
let's move on.
Let's hack up some life. If you want to wake up earlier without being tired.
Yeah, how do you do that?
So I actually did do this a long time ago, hence why I wake up at 4:45, sometimes 5 a.m. The trick to not being tired when you do that is to set your alarm for, say you wake up at 8 o'clock every morning, set your alarm for 8. The next day, set your alarm for 7:59. The next day, set your alarm for 7:58. The next, you know what I mean? And go back and back and back till you're waking up at 7, but your body has already adjusted to it.
Interesting.
Instead of just going from 8 to 7 right away.
Like cold turkey.
Cold turkey, your body is not going to be adjusted. But if you adjust it a minute at a time, you will wake up feeling refreshed and your body won't even know.
That's amazing.
Here's one. If you want to fix your posture, which as I'm sitting here right now in front of this microphone, I am hunched over.
We are both Quasimodo.
If you want to do that, but it is very hard because you're not aware of it all the time. All of a sudden you're sitting low and you're like, oh my gosh. Yeah. You need to create a habit of doing that. So let's say you touch a doorknob handle. How often do you do that a day? Many times, right? When you go out, when you go in.
Yeah.
Every time you touch a doorknob handle, you stand up and you say, or you fix your shoulders and you say posture every single time. So if you do that 8 times, 9 times a day, going in and out of different doors, when you go to the bathroom, when you go in your room, eventually your mind won't be telling you to say posture. Your body will just stand up straight.
It's like anything else.
Yeah. Consistency over time, creating a habit, but you have to, anything takes time. Change takes time. You have to physically say to yourself every time you open a door, posture, and you'll stand up straight. Until it becomes part of your body.
That's psychological and physiological, together.
Messing with yourself.
Yeah, I like that.
I
need to do that.
I know, me too.
Which is sad. All right, so mine are a little less like, oh my gosh, get through life and be a wonderful person. Mine are like, you need to do this to save time and money. So this seems simple. So you tape a dryer sheet over a window AC unit. Where the air blows out.
Yes.
So then whatever dryer sheet scent you have, that's what fills the room up better.
Why didn't we know this in New York?
It's this stuff, right?
Yeah.
In that small 4x4 room. It's this stuff that I love these Instagram accounts.
Me too.
Where they really map it out for you. They're so interesting.
I'm really good at saving those and then never doing them.
Well, you would think you're going to though.
Yeah.
You're like, this is a great idea. I'm going to do it next time. And then I forget.
Yeah.
Waterproofing your shoes. You can go to any store and you get it looks like soap, but it's beeswax, and you just rub them on your sneakers.
What?
And it's clear. It's you don't see it, but now you have waterproof shoes.
Oh my gosh.
Any type of shoe.
I am actually going to do that to all my sneakers because when I run, one of my biggest pet peeves is wet socks.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So this one's for your kitchen. You put a newspaper or a few newspapers because we all get the newspaper these days, right? You put them at the bottom of your trash bag. So if your trash bag rips or you have juice and
Oh my
gross stuff
gosh.
in there, like no matter what, when you get the trash bag out of your trash can, you will not make a trail throughout your house to get outside.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is my trash can every single day because of
What? Why?
applesauce and
Oh,
the food, like the stuff.
Yeah, the stuff.
The stuff.
So if you travel a lot or just travel at all, bring a bar of soap. Like maybe
The Dove.
Well, no. Well, yeah, you could, but like the really fancy scented ones that we don't really use, but they
Yes.
are homemade and they're pretty. Bring something like that and put it in the bag that you designate for your dirty clothes.
Oh my gosh.
Because you don't tend to do laundry when you're like in a hotel room. So
No, but I have like a wet bag.
yeah. You put it in the wet bag.
Stop.
So then that bag stays, smelling a little bit better than your workout clothes that you're putting in there. Because we all know Carly's going on runs on her vacation.
You know I am. I have
Yeah.
so many dirty clothes.
Yeah, with the wet socks.
With the wet socks and the bottom of the wet jeans. That's another one we got to talk about.
Who wears long jeans?
Flares are coming back.
Oh my God.
That is such a good one. I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to do that.
They're easy too.
Here's a life hack for establishing fitness.
Mm.
If you know us, you probably come to our classes. But if you don't, and you don't know us at all, and you don't work out at all, here's an easy way to establish fitness. So every single day for 1 minute, do as many push-ups as you can.
What?
As many as you can for 1 minute. And then do a 1 minute plank. You may only get 20 seconds in to the plank. But eventually over time, it will grow. So then second week, you're doing 2 minutes of push-ups and you're doing 2 minutes of plank. And you're not going to make it through. Of course, you're going to stop, whatever.
Right.
But that's the goal. That is the goal. Okay. So start small. With everything, you start small until then you're on your feet. You might be at 5 minutes, with little breaks here and there with push-ups. And be like, oh, now I feel confident enough to like go to a class.
Yeah.
Because everybody's got to start somewhere. And you have to start with that 1 minute of push-ups, 1 minute of planks, and just keep adding on until you're getting there. You're going to sweat. Trust me.
Yeah, you make it to the timer and then you're good. You've done 2 minutes. Maybe the next week you do 4 to 5. Yeah, I see. I like that.
Yeah.
Small habits create big change.
Oh my gosh, you're so good at that. Turn your junk into travel.
What?
I know. So everybody has, as I'm looking around Victoria's condo, everybody has stuff everywhere.
I'm sorry.
But think about all the stuff in your house. Put the stuff you don't use in a box. In a big old box for 1 month. If you don't touch it, sell it.
I don't have a box big enough for you.
Oh my God, you don't want to know. I have a garage full of stuff I don't need, but sell it. Take the money that you put it on eBay. Yes, eBay's still a thing.
Yeah.
Young people, put it on Facebook Marketplace. Sell it. If it's in decent condition, but you just don't use it, don't keep it.
Yeah.
Clothes, sell it. There's Poshmark. Sell the good stuff, Keep that money, put it in a little jar and use it to travel.
Oh, I get it.
So take your junk that you don't use and turn it into travel money.
Put that junk in your travel trunk.
God, I got so much junk in the trunk. I can make some bank.
I have a life hack for your condiments at a barbecue. All right? The real important stuff here. This is like, some of these are so dumb, but they're so good. Muffin or a cupcake pan that you bake them in. Condiments, onions, ketchup,
Oh my God.
mustard. Like what you would put on your burgers and your hot dogs. Now you don't have a million dishes to wash. You
With
have
a little
one
spoon.
with a
in
little spoon.
each of them.
Done. Barbecue hack. Done.
Done.
Should we say it again?
Barbecue hack. Done.
Yeah.
You just wanted to say done.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So this kind of goes with the barbecue if you're like camping or if you do backyard fires, fire pits or whatever. But you don't have that starter log or something. Like you need to start the fire.
To start
up.
the fire. Yeah.
Number 1, get yourself an Andrew. And number 2, Doritos.
Like the bag or actual Doritos?
Actual Doritos, which is number 1 frightening because we eat those. I don't eat those, but like you eat those.
Oh,
you put
my
them in your
kids
body.
eat Doritos.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a can of Coke. It's just indestructible. You can use it for a million things. Doritos are really good fire log starters.
Oh my gosh.
This is not from experience. This is just what I'm reading. Yeah. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, I mean, I always have those on hand. I don't always have a fire starter log. I do always have Andrew on hand, but Doritos definitely gonna be my backup.
All right, then this one you're really gonna like. Not that Carly makes her own coffee and or makes her own iced coffee at home, but if you are privy to know how to make your own coffee, you pour it in room temperature, so it's not steaming, piping hot, in an ice cube tray. And then you freeze the coffee in individual ice cubes. So when you're making your actual iced coffee, you're not using regular water cubes. You're using coffee cubes, so it doesn't water the coffee down.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Which I guess you could do for like the cream or the milk too.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So that when the ice melts, it's just melting coffee.
Yeah. It doesn't. Yes. I like how you said it.
Well, I need to realize
you're
it for
processing.
myself.
You're processing.
Yeah. And coffee is very serious to me.
It sure is.
So yeah, I got to write that one down.
You got to learn how to make the coffee first though.
No, I will never do that. Like, it's just something I'm never going to do.
You're such a princess. I can't.
Okay. So people think that you read to be smarter, right?
Tell us more.
No, but when you're a kid and then you're reading and people are like, oh, he's so advanced. He's reading all these words. It's actually not about the words. And this is the same for adults too. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to come at me for that. But what I'm seeing is there are reasons why you read and how to do it. So the reason reading makes you smarter is because it can put you in the mindset of wherever the book is. So if you're reading about a king or a ruler reading actually puts you in that mindset and opens up your perspective of being that person and opens you up to like other realities and other worlds. And you become more worldly when you read. Yes, it's about the words.
It's your imagination.
Exactly. So that is actually the most important part of reading. How to do it, because I have a problem with reading, not reading, but making time for it.
Right. Well, yes.
I don't have the time for it. And everybody's all on these book clubs and they're like, oh, I read 7 books this week. I'm like, oh, really? I haven't read a book in 7 years. Read 2 minutes a day.
Yes.
If you can read 2 minutes a day, that will turn into 4 minutes a day or just 2 minutes a day.
Yeah.
And just that 2 minutes will activate your mind, put you in another perspective. It doesn't even matter what you're reading. It could be a biography, but it puts you in the place of somebody else and makes you open your mind.
And I would venture to say a 2-minute cap would go a little bit longer because you might just want to finish the chapter.
Right.
And you might just want to finish that next page or paragraph. I really like that, except that's going to cut into your Bravo time.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to prioritize, and I highly recommend not perspectiving into the Bravo mindset.
Well, I can't start this 2-minute read until Vanderpump reunion is over, so we'll talk about that.
I like get it though. I get it.
Oh my God, I get it so
I
much.
actually get it, unfortunately.
I get it so hard.
Okay. Well, with that book that you're reading, if you're anything like me, you don't like to share or not share.
I'm sorry.
Not share. Lend.
Yes. Oh yeah, we're not good lenders.
I don't like to lend things because no one is like me. And
Right.
I would give it back the moment I'm ready to give back. I also don't like, especially if it's a book, I don't like being given a book because I want to, number one, make notes in it myself, but I don't want the responsibility of having to give it back to you.
Yeah.
So this is basically just like an accountability life hack, but you take a picture of what you're lending, and it could be clothes, it could be anything, it doesn't have to be a book, to your friend or family member that you are lending said thing to.
Uh-huh.
As a reminder that, hey, where can I find this? Oh, I lent it to this person. Oh, what's the time date on the picture? I gave it to him in this month.
Oh my gosh.
Because no one remembers.
Yeah, no one remembers.
Because it takes you forever, depending on if you're like using, Carly doesn't return anything. This is about Carly.
What?
She doesn't return anything. If you bring Tupperware or Pyrex over to her house, you've now lost it forever. You just have to be okay with that.
That's different. I mean, yeah, that's where Tupperware goes to die.
Your house?
My house.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take a picture of it with you holding it every time, and we'll see what happens.
That's a really good idea.
If you have your ears pierced, or maybe just like little pieces of jewelry or tiny, tiny things that you need to find and it's lost in the carpet or the shag carpet, because Carly's bringing her long jeans back with the bell bottoms and the shag carpeting.
Not single-handedly. It is a trend.
You put a stocking or maybe a latex glove, something around your vacuum hose, and then it doesn't get sucked into the vacuum. It just like the air pressure pulls it to the end of the vacuum, and now you found your back.
Wait a second. I have a shag carpet in my closet. I am doing this because I can never get it up.
Oh, yeah. Like if you put a back of your earring in or you lose the earring.
Yes.
Yeah. It seems easy.
Done.
You know how you never want to take 2 trips from the car to the house from your grocery like bags?
Always.
It's you make purple fingers out of holding everything. So if you get yourself a large carabiner, do you know what that is?
Yes. Explain.
So if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a
hook.
It's a hook. It's a keychain type of thing, but it can hold up to 50 pounds. It can hold up to 100 pounds. It's in a lot of tech. Like I'm thinking of all of the roadies for the shows and
they all have them like hanging off their pants.
Yes. And a lot of people use them for your keys and stuff like that. So if you get yourself a carabiner, then you can slide every single grocery bag loop onto it. And then you just have to hold the carabiner. And then you've got one trip. Yes, it's probably gonna be heavy, but you were doing that anyway. Sticky fingers is what I dubbed this.
Sticky fingers.
Sticky fingers. Fun fact. Carly's middle child, Lewis, has a puppy dog stuffed animal, and we asked him what he named it, and he said Sticky Fingers.
And we said, why? And he said, because my fingers are sticky right now.
And he hates that. I don't like giving my nieces and nephews popsicles because I don't like sticky fingers, and I don't like dealing with that. And they don't like it either.
Yeah.
But you put a cupcake liner underneath it.
Wait, I saw this. Tell them.
Like you put, you put a cupcake liner underneath it. You break the center of the cupcake liner with the popsicle stick, and then it catches all the juice and the gross, ice cream sandwiches and all that stuff too, or whatever.
Anything on a stick.
Yeah, basically.
I like that.
We're going to give it to Carmela too. She needs that.
Just for like a hot dog. Just put that hot dog on a stick. Okay. Back to me.
She's hacking up life right now.
One tip at a time. All right. No. Okay. I meant like one
Stick a turn
tip.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. All right. Next one. If you have a big decision to make, you should ask yourselves 2 questions. 1, can I sleep at night? So if this important decision that I have to make, will it allow me to sleep? Okay. And number 2, what would it look like on the headline of a paper? And what a newspaper is that thing that Victoria already talked about that you put in the bottom of the trash can, that it comes on your doorstep. So back in the day, that was like the thing to read. So if you want to update it, you could say, what would it be on TikTok or Twitter or Instagram?
The headlines. You know what a headline is.
The headline is. With those big important decisions, 1, can I sleep at night? How will it affect me? And 2, how will it affect other people? And when they see my big decision or hear about my big decision, what would they think? So those are the kind of 2 questions you should ask if you're in the middle of a big decision-making era.
And really what other people think, it's more of like how you
come
would
across.
Be perceived, not caring what other people think.
No. Not a caring about what other people think about your decision, just how it would come across to the world in a headline. Yeah. Are you proud of it? Are you not proud of it?
Famous?
Do you want it out there?
Or infamous? Okay, this one's just as good as that because it's about to-go food and delivery.
Wait, that is just as good.
So this one's specifically about pizza, but I'm going to make it to anything that you pick up from the restaurant. So if it's something that has to be hot by the time you get home.
That's hot.
Put your seat warmer on in your car. How stupid is that?
That is so good.
Yeah, just put your seat warmer on and then it keeps the pizza box like warm.
Or like the bag of Chinese food.
And then, yep. Isn't that funny?
That is amazing.
How many times do you travel and you forget a part of your charger? So like whatever the box head is called.
Every time.
It's the thing you put in the outlet.
The cube.
Yes, the cube that you put in the outlet, but you have the cord. Mm-hmm. Every TV in a hotel room has a USB. You probably have to, get your head to look behind because it's probably a flat screen. So every it's all by the HDMI ports that you hook up to your TV. There's a USB. Yeah. I checked all of my TVs. They all have a USB.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I do this next one when I blow out candles because I'm always having candles lit, but I'm also always running out the door.
She lit and then she quit.
But I do, and I know you've done this, and I know everybody
Wait,
listening.
That was really good. Can we just...
Did you not hear my...
I just want to recognize. Go ahead. Sorry. Yeah. Go.
I know you've all done this, where you think you turned the stove off, or you think you blew the candle out, or you turned your hair straightener or iron off, but like you're not 100% sure.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, you've done it. Like you did the smart thing, but it was such a whirlwind that you're not sure. They say to do something unusual when you do it so that you'll remember and you attach them. I say, I'm blowing out the candle.
Stop it.
And I blow the candle out. And it's absurd that I'm talking to myself and telling myself, but I remember later, did I blow the... Oh yeah, I did. Because I did that weird thing.
Because I said that weird thing.
Yeah. On the lines of the candle, you know how it burns... Are you a candle? You're a candle burner.
I love candles.
You know how it burns like to the end and you have to kind of tip it over and you try to not burn your finger, but then now you have all the black soot on your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for this?
So ready.
Like a piece of spaghetti.
Yeah.
Light it on fire. Now you've got a long stick.
Oh.
It reaches the bottom to the wick and you're in the clear.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Who knew that they lit on fire, but they do.
And guess what? Then you put that in your body too. All these flammable objects we're putting in our bodies.
Oh, I know, right? Well, then you can just like chomp on the spaghetti if you want.
Listen, Italians live forever. Eat the spaghetti.
This is true. Fill a water bottle up halfway and then lay the water bottle sideways in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
So now like you know, it looks like a boat on the side. So it's 100% frozen. And when you take it out, half of it is free, half of it's frozen ice, and fill up the half with water. So now you will have, you know, cold water until that entire block of ice.
Oh my gosh. You know how all the time, especially with a plastic water bottle, you're always trying to fit the ice in the top of it and you can't fit it?
100%.
It doesn't fit.
Yeah. I keep saying it, but they're like stupid.
I know. They're stupid. Easy.
Easy is what I mean. That you would think you'd think of it on your own.
I know.
But you don't.
No. The best way to protect your mental health.
I have a lot coming to my mind. What's yours?
Well, so what I read, like an easy, very easy way. This isn't, we're not going to go into depth here because we've done that in many podcasts already. But if we're just going for like a simple life hack, the easiest way is to recognize when you're really in a high point in your life. Recognize
happy
it,
high?
enjoy it, happy high.
Okay.
Yeah, happy high. And know in the back of your mind, it's sort of like, you're going to call me a Debbie Downer, but know that it's not always going to stay up there.
It's temporary.
Yeah, it's temporary. So that when you do go into that low point of your life, maybe you're, you know, feeling alone or a little bit depressed, know that it's not always going to stay there because you were at that high and you know you're going to come out of it. So if you can just recognize when you're in the high, that you're going to go low, and when you're in the low part, that it's going to go back to high.
Yeah.
It just makes it a little easier. Life just becomes a little easier that it's not permanent. Nothing is permanent.
Yeah. Yes.
And so if you can just think about that and, you know, it's a little life hack. Just know it's all going to be okay.
That goes alongside of putting Carly in a big box to sell at the end of the month.
We're not going to get that much money to travel. I don't know how much we're going to make on that.
It's all temporary, Carly. It's all temporary. All right. My last one is just as profound. It's about saving money.
Oh, tell us.
In a very, very small way. Very small way. But inflation right now, every small cent matters. So
insane.
Costco, BJ's Wholesale, they're all in bulk, right?
Right.
In the long run, it's essentially cheaper to do that, even though you're getting a lot of a product and it might be more expensive like in one shot. Do that, especially with dish soap, and then pour them in ice cube trays again.
What?
I love
so
a good
like
ice cube
open
tray.
the pot up?
No, a dish soap like
dish liquid.
Liquid.
Like okay, gotcha,
yes,
gotcha.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dish liquid in like the big jug,
Gotcha.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Pour it into your ice cube trays and then freeze them.
And that's a pod.
And now you can pop it out of the ice cube tray and put it in your dishwasher.
Oh, I think that's the best one that you've told me today.
Is that not wild?
Yes, that's the best one you've told me today.
So now just like in bulk, I don't think you can do it with like laundry detergent.
Yeah, you probably couldn't freeze on.
Well, that would get all over everything.
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
it's a dishwasher only thing, but buying in bulk has its perks. And that is a huge one because the little pots get really expensive.
Oh my gosh, they're so expensive.
And you don't get a lot of them.
And really, you're just paying for the cute container. Just buy the ugly jug.
100%. Yeah, try it.
All right. Are you ready to get a little deep?
Yeah, let's dive
Oh my God.
in.
I said deep because I didn't want you to say deep dive.
Deep dive.
Okay. All right. So as I was reading up on these life hacks, I started researching. I know it's new to everybody, new to me. There's many podcasts about life hacks, but this one that I found that I really liked was interviewing this man called Frank Fume. And I will tell Victoria to put it in the show notes. Just told you.
Did you just tell me?
Yeah, I just told you right now.
Cool.
In front of everybody.
Thank you.
Accountability. He wrote a book called Running with Your Head Down. He talks about 2 life hacks. When I was listening to the podcast, it really hit me about owning a business and about kids, because he talked about...
Because they're little businesses.
Hopefully one day these kids make me money. He had some really good insight on if you own a business, and I know Victoria's going to feel the same way. If you own a business or you work all the time, you lose yourself. There's no differentiation between your business and you. You become the identity of the business, and the identity of the business is you.
Yeah.
There's no in between. Same thing with your kids. When you have kids and you are in it, you lose your identity. You lose who you are. There is no split.
Mm-hmm.
You are them. They are you. That's really hard.
That's not ideal. That's not wanted. It's
not ideal. I was like, it is?
No, it's not ideal, but it happens.
And this guy is a huge entrepreneur, and he was a CEO, and he said, I would come home from work. I maybe would spend an hour with my kids, and I'd go right back on the computer and I'd work for the rest of the night, which I know that's what Victoria and I do every single day. And that happens even if you don't own a business with your kids. They come home from school. Maybe you volunteer all day at school. They come home from school. You're with them all day. Like, you lose yourself. You have no identity left.
You're too tired to do the stuff for you at the end of the day.
So he came up with 2 hacks. And this is why I said it's really deep, because you really have to think about this and even see if you're able to do it. And his first hack is hire your weakness.
Oh.
Hire out. Like, we're not good.
Hire.
Employ.
Gotcha.
Hire your weakness.
Yeah.
If you are not good, like, what are we not good at?
We need so many employees then. I know. That's too much.
But pick one.
Okay.
And hire that weakness. And hire not, like, maybe might not even be, monetarily.
Right.
Especially as a parent, just what you're not good at, let somebody else do it. Yeah. Because you don't have to do everything. And that alleviates some time. It alleviates some stress. And I think that we could benefit with that, hiring a weakness in the company, as well as the kids. Yeah. I'm not great at school projects. That stresses me out. Okay. So I'm hiring my weakness.
That's because you keep them in the school bag until the night before, and then you need to do it last minute.
Nobody needs to know the why. Just know I'm not good at that.
Well, then hire me. I'm good at that.
Done. You're hired. Melody has a project due next week. You're hired.
Oh, okay.
On insects. I'm out. Second.
On insects?
I know. No! Insects.
Oh. I was like, what are they teaching her in 2nd grade? I'll do insects for 500. Thank you.
Diorama next week. The second hack is to find a peer group who understands you. In business, find a peer group that maybe feels the same way you do. Or also find a peer group that you enjoy going to. For us, it would be going to fitness classes.
Right.
That's what we like to do, but we don't get to do it.
Right.
So we need to go do that. Find people that are like-minded people that do what we do. If you are a parent, find a mom group, find a dad group, go to the park, or what I found was take your kids out of school for a day. That's what our mom used to do all the time to rejuvenate her mind, rejuvenate us from the daily grind. She would be like, we're staying home from school today and we're going to the zoo. We're staying home from school today and we're going to go to New York for the day. I love that.
Yeah.
And I wish I did it more with my kids.
She'd wake me up and go, you don't feel well. We're like, I don't know. You got to stay home from school. I'd be like, oh, okay.
So find like-minded people and just try to find the enjoyment of why you do the things you do, whether it's work, whether it's parenting, and hire your weakness. It's okay to have a weakness. Find somebody that it is their strength.
All right. We're going to play a little game. And Carly, for once, has absolutely no idea. Actually, this is how we started, with Carly not knowing what was going on.
I know. And then I took control. I took over.
And then,
I'm a hoverer, smotherer.
The norm happened. But we're coming back. So Carly's in the dark here. Carly on the spot. But also with a twist. So it's called, What Kind of Girl Scout Are You?
Oh my gosh.
So I figured life hacks. Girl Scouts learn a lot of tips and tricks, right? So what kind of Girl Scout are you? We have to set the scene. You're kind of on a desert island, but you're glamping.
I want to be a part of this troop.
I had to make it a little realistic for her to dive into the actual choices here. So you're glamping.
Let me get my head right. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. I'm on a desert island.
You're on a desert island.
And I am glamping with some internet.
No. Whoa. You don't get to make things up here. You have to pick one.
Okay. An absolute.
An absolute. You like absolutes.
I love them. You hate them.
On this desert island, you have internet access, but you can only look on Wikipedia, or unlimited music access.
Unlimited music access. I'll make up dances all day long.
This is true. That was stupid. Okay. I didn't say I was good at this. All right. So for one little moment, you have a group of helpers. You can only get one. You've been on this desert island for 30 days plus.
Okay.
60 days plus.
Okay. Oh, it keeps upping.
90 days plus.
Okay. All right. 90-day fiance.
Hair done or eyebrows done?
Oh. Ooh. Well, ombre's coming back in. Eyebrows done.
You forgot your phone charger forever and ever. Amen.
Whoa.
Never gonna get it.
Never gonna get it.
Never gonna get it. Or your computer charger.
Well, my phone is my computer, so phone charger.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things you can't do on your phone that you can do on your computer.
I have to work on my computer, so I'm happy never to do that again.
Okay, that was stupid too. You have access to a tent or a shower.
Oh, that's not an either or.
Yeah.
A tent or a shower? So I'm either sleeping in the open or I'm showering? 1,000,000% showering in my tent.
No. You forgot a few items. Did you remember your makeup bag or your toothbrush?
Oh, well, who am I with?
Every now and then there's a celebrity that comes on the island.
I can probably make some makeup out of sand and clamshells and an exfoliator and stuff like that. I'm going with toothbrush.
You only have one thing for your survival, whether it's mental or physical. For this one, I'm not sure. Coffee or water. Can't drink the ocean.
But how do you make coffee without water?
No, there's no questions. It's just this is just coffee or water, which you drink both of a lot.
If I had unlimited coffee, I could figure out how to split the coffee into water and I could have both because I'm that scientifically amazing.
Oh, caffeine just does that for you?
Yeah.
When's that going to kick in?
Caffeine makes me happy.
Not smart. Happy and smart are two different things.
I'm going with the coffee.
Would you rather sunburnt like a lobster indefinitely every day or stuck on a raft?
Oh, but I'm going to get sunburned stuck on the raft because the ocean is going to reflect the sun onto me anyway. So
not if you have sand makeup.
I hate the water.
You have one television. A mix of New Girl and Friends episode is your option.
Mm-hmm.
Or one episode of Bravo on repeat. But like the best episode.
Probably Vanderpump reunion.
That hasn't even happened yet.
I know. I just know it's going to be so good. I'm going with New Girl Friends because I can watch that and find something different in every single episode every single time.
Guess what?
What?
You didn't survive. You died on the glamping desert island. You are not a Girl Scout.
Well, we never decided. Am I by myself?
Well, that was as good as how horrible my questions were. So that I'll be
taking the game back over next week.
Yeah, you're surprisingly good at that. That was horrible. That was horrible. Okay, well, here's the thing with your real tip and your real extra tip. The whole episode was that. Your real tip is listen to all these hacks. Do them. Your real extra tip is ignore the game that we just played.
Perfect. Done. That was fun. Sometimes it's fun to just have fun. I feel like sometimes people think they constantly need to change themselves and like work on themselves and improve and be better. And yes, that's fine. But sometimes it's okay to just like be. Just be happy.
You just remember, you are always fit to be real.
And always allowed to be a little extra.
I can hear you on a desert island going, hey guys, it's Carly, to like the seagulls, because there's no one else to talk to.
Hey, a fan is a fan is a fan.
Do seagulls mimic like parrots do?
Eventually, it depends on how long I'm there.
Can you imagine a whole bunch, like a flock of seagulls being like, hey guys, it's Carly. Hey guys, it's Carly.
And that's how I die. Bye.
Wait, that's your glam squad, the seagulls.
A flock of seagulls.
They're doing your hair.
It's been done.
For legal reasons, we have to tell you that this podcast is meant for entertainment and educational purposes only. We are not healthcare professionals. For all of your health, wellness, fitness, and self-care needs, please refer to the medical professional in your life, your primary care physician, your therapist, a certified coach, whoever it may be. And then let us know what they say, because I guarantee we need to know it too. Okay? Okay, bye.